Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Hey, so yeah, y'all seen the thumbnail, y'all seen the title, man. I just had to bring it to the forefront. Not even bring it to the forefront. Like, let people know what not only me, but other channels been saying how they're gonna prolong this case by bringing in all these suspects. So again, that's the reason why this one is title is called Who Shot Young Dolph? You know what I'm saying? Who shot you? You know, and that's what people, you know, not only the fans, the family, the fans, a lot of people who have, you know, who are grieving, who have showed a lot of support through buying the music, listening to him, and kind of creating like an emotional attachment to him, because people understand where he come from. They come from the same world, you know, and he spoke a lot of motivation to people to kind of like do better, especially not only in Memphis, the people who listen to him just in the rap industry period. So that's why I wanted to bring y'all here today to bring a scope on all the suspects that's aligned on this case. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is just prolonging the case, because this ain't the last. I believe the last person they brought in was Devin Burns, and it's gonna be a couple more people after that, man. These are all suspects a part of this case, and again, we have to understand I believe JoJo Splat got let go because they couldn't really find no attachment, or they couldn't really find no involvement to him wanting to sing Young Dolph up. So again, when they let somebody go, they got to bring somebody else in. That's the way it goes, especially dealing with a high profile case like this. Not only that, you got a lot of people up that ladder that's protecting their butt. So they going to keep throwing people out there. Hey man, take this 20 grand, take whatever. We'll make sure your lawyer fees are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is. And we need you to go ahead and say, you know, this was you, that you sent that man up. You did this, but kind of don't say it off the top. Like, let him go through a whole little case. You know what I'm saying? Let him go through a whole little trial, go through a whole little court action. You know what I'm saying? Before you say you really did it. So again, let me go back to who shot Young Dolph. Let me say the man's real name so we give respect to the brother. Who shot Adolph Thornton? All right. Who shot Adolph Thornton? Now, I was hearing that about cornbread. I'm not too familiar with cornbread. A lot of people from Memphis, they on the ground. And much love to you guys for, you know what I'm saying, showing your support in that way. But I did not know that at first they had a guy named Cornbread who was the first suspect. And then after that, too, it became Straight Drop. You know, Straight Drop, his real name is Justin Johnson. Then after that, you had JoJo Splat. Again, JoJo Splat, he just got released a couple days ago. You had Devin Burns. They just called him. You know what I'm saying? They brought him in for questioning. And not only that, they brought him into court to see if he pleaded guilty or not guilty. And of course, he pled not guilty upon first-degree murder of Adolph Thornton, a.k.a. Young Dolph. So, and we have Shondell Barnett, who they had to catch in Indiana, and then they let him go, and he's still a suspect on the run. I don't believe they caught up with him yet. So again, that was a suspect that they had in questioning, and then they let him go from Indiana, Clark County, Indiana. They did not extradite him to Memphis. Who knows why? Because he's supposed to be extradited to Memphis to not only get questioned from the MPD, but get questioned from the feds. So then you have Joshua Taylor, and you have Cornelius Smith. Now it's starting to come out that Lil Migo, whose real name is Ardria Smith, he's either of course we know he's kin to Cornelius Smith, but people are trying to see if that's his brother or his cousin. It don't matter to me, that's still blood. But anyway, you have Cornelius Smith, and again, who just got afforded. He was able to retain an expensive lawyer. Now, now it's a lot of talks about that. People are very curious into how he was able to afford a high-profile lawyer at this time. His cousin or brother, wherever he is, Lil Migo, Adria Smith, he ain't got no money. He ain't selling records like that to able to afford his relative an expensive lawyer to fight this high profile case like this. He ain't selling records like this. So again, when he went on Twitter about a week ago, even stating that we finally found a lawyer we finally found a lawyer for Cornelia Smith. Now it's going to show that Cornelia Smith is kin to Lil Migo, aka Audrey Smith. So he say on Twitter that they got him a lawyer. But do y'all understand that you have to keep that lawyer on retainer? And again, the more this case prolongs, the more money you're going to have to pay for this expensive lawyer. So again, it's in speculation that is Young Dolph behind paying for these dudes' lawyer? Because they ain't got no money like that, unless a couple of their family members then put up some houses for mortgage or something, then put out a second or third mortgage or whatever it may be in order to afford these expensive lawyers on a case like this. So again, at first they was able to pay for him to look at the case, but again, are they able to pay for him to sustain and being on this case? And to me, again, people are curious if Blac Youngsta has something to do with making sure that their lawyers are paid for. You know what I'm saying? And again, all suspects that are part of this case have pled not guilty, and that goes from Justin Johnson, Devin Burns, not Shondell, not yet, because they ain't caught that. They ain't caught up with him. They did not extradite him to see if he guilty or not guilty. Joshua Taylor, Cornelia Smith, Devin Burns. So 5 of these guys have pled not guilty on this case, and another one, they haven't caught. Well, they let go, they haven't caught. And JoJo Splat, they let him go because they showed no connection of him wanting to end the life of Young Dolph. So again, I have counted 7 suspects. So far, trust me, it's more to come. And what's crazy, the ones I did name who are also associated with this case, but they're just not suspects for questioning, are Blac Youngsta and the owners of Makedas. I believe the owners of Makedas was first. They was there for questioning, but not no more. It's kind of like they was able to play the sob story long enough that now they overlook. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that man was there. He wasn't just there for no cookies to take to no turkey drive. People kept pressuring him to be at that Pacific time, to be at that location at a very Pacific time to end his life. And again, it's a bunch of moving pieces that's involved. So right now, I have counted out 7 suspects, not mentioning Blac Youngsta and Makedas. And again, there is more attached to, that's all tied to the narrative of who killed Adolph Thornton, aka Young Dolph, aka the King of Memphis. Now again, we just want proper justice for his family, you know what I'm saying, and the fans as well. So reason why I'm stating that is I'm going back. There's a lot of moving pieces, so it's a lot of people up that ladder that's throwing these people in front of them so their names don't ever get mentioned, you know what I'm saying, or so people won't speculate that they had something to do with it, right? So it's easy to keep throwing a bunch of people who in there who got cases. Again, you guys, if you do your research, each one of these guys that's on this case, they have a gun charge or they have a criminal background dealing with gun charges. Okay, whether it's getting caught with a firearm, illegal firearm, or is in the act of doing something with an illegal firearm. So I think that's why they got brought in for this case. But again, who shot Young Dolph? Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.